Hello, welcome to this channel Gain Java Knowledge, and today in this video we will learn how to log time taken by REST API to process the request. So there are some steps that we need to follow and we can measure and optimize our application performance. So first we will discuss what is API response time. API response time is a critical metric that developer must monitor to ensure the smooth functioning of their Spring Boot applications. The response time of an API refers to the amount of time it takes for the application to return a response to a given request. So monitoring and low API response time can help developers to detect and resolve issues that affect the performance of the application. So okay, let's start to write the code and we'll see how to print the time taken by API response. So here I have created one Spring Boot application, and inside our Spring Boot application I have just created one controller class, that is message controller, and inside message controller I have developed one REST endpoint and URL is slash message, and here I am just returning one string message. So message received successfully. So this will be the response of our API. So by calculating the API response time, we can improve the code's performance and identify the specific areas that need improvement. So to print logs in each method, it is time taken process and it will also increase the lines of code. So we can use interceptors and we can write the common code there. So interceptor will take care and will print and calculate the response time taken by each API in each log for every API call. So let me create first interceptor. So here I will just create one new Java class. If you have already created interceptor, so you can add the same code in already created interceptor, or you can create new interceptor. So here I am creating new interceptor because I have not created any interceptor before that. So here I am just creating my interceptor. So I will go through each API and here I will print the start time and after that end time. So this will increase the lines of code in each method. So here I am going to use interceptor. So here we just need to implement handler interceptor. So here I am just importing the class and here we need to use @component annotation at class level. So Spring Boot will understand and create the bean for this object. And inside this interceptor I need to call post handle method and after completion method. So inside post handle I will calculate or set the start time of our API call, and inside after completion I will calculate the end time of API. So if we have interceptors in our code already, so we can use already existing interceptor. If we do not have, then we can create new. So you can add these lines in your interceptor. So here I need to use pre-handle method. So pre-handle. So let me just copy this function from here and just paste this functionality here. So here I have just added the attribute name start time and set into the request. So inside after completion method I will get the same attribute start time and will calculate the time taken by our API. Now let me go to our after completion method. Here I will call system.cruntime in milliseconds again and we'll get the end time. So first I will get the start time from our attribute, that is start time attribute that we have already used in pre-handle method. So from same attribute we will get the start time. So I will remove the post handle because I will not use this method. So first I will get the start time, after that I will get the end time, system.cruntime in milliseconds. After that I will calculate the time taken by API. So here I will use end time minus start time function and here I will just print the time taken by API in our console. And here we can use the logs. So in this example, we have modified our interceptors to capture the start time of the API call in the pre-handle method and the end time in the after completion method. When then calculate the time taken to process the API call. So here I am using this method. So why I am using writing this functionality inside after completion? Why I have not used post handle method? Because instead of the post handle method, you can add the code to stop the timer and measure the response time in after completion method. Because if an exception is encountered and it will not handle within our controller or application level, the post handle method of your interceptor may not be called. This means that the end time of the API call may not be captured and the response time may not be recorded. So to handle this situation, you can implement after completion method in your interceptor. So this method is called after the response has been sent to the client regardless of whether an exception was thrown or not. But post handle method will be executed in case of success response. We have handled the exceptions. So here I am using after completion method to calculate the time taken by API. So I have created these interceptors. You can modify your own interceptor. So let me register this interceptor and we'll call to API. So here I will create one config package, new package, that is config, and here I will create one class interceptor config. So here I will implement web MVC configurer, and this class level I will use annotation at the rate configuration. So now I need to register my interceptor. Here I have created class my interceptor is my interceptor. So here I will declare private my interceptor is my interceptor, and here I will create the constructor for our class, that is interceptor config, and here I will just pass my interceptor this dot my interceptor this dot my interceptor is equal to my interceptor, and here I can just declare the modifier, that is public, and here I will just register. So here I need to override add interceptor method, add interceptors. So inside this method I will use registry dot add interceptor, and here I will just pass my interceptor object. So here I have registered my interceptor. So let me start my application and check if we are getting response time for each API in logs or not. So let me start my application. So after that, once application will start, I will call this REST endpoint, that is message, and will check the response time taken by API. And with the help of these logs, we can measure the performance of our API and can improve. So let me go. So here I have executed this REST endpoint. So let me check the logs. So here we can see our API response time is 26 milliseconds. So if I will refresh it again, so it will again calculate for each API, it will calculate the response time. So we have not printed or print any statement inside our message controller class. So it's just getting the logs from our interceptor class. So inside our interceptor, I have just printed this statement API response time. So we are getting here API response time log. So we can say measuring API response time is an essential part of ensuring your application is performing at its best. Thanks for watching this video.